Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Arun Reddy Tech for you. In this video, we are going to discuss about strings, declaration of string, initialization of string, reading and writing string and string handling functions. So friends, if you don't want to miss my video, please subscribe my channel Arun Reddy Tech for you and don't forget to like my videos. Coming to the string can be defined as one-dimensional array of characters terminated by null. So what we are saying is in C language, string is taken as a character array and at end it is terminated by null, and each character in array occupies one byte in the in the string. Okay, so let us see how many ways we can declare a string. So string can be declared by two ways, by character array and by string literal. So let us see what is this character array and string literal. First, before going to character array and string literal, first I want to show you a general declaration of string. So general declaration of string, we use char space variable name size. So this is what your syntax is. Let us see example char ch is a variable name and 5 in bracket you can see 5 is the size. Okay, so this is how we declare a normal string, and let us see how we declare a character array and string literal. Coming to character array, you can see here c characters, again c char ch bracket 10 is equal to, and you can see ARUN space REDDY. Okay, so this is how we declare a character array, and how we declare a string literal. See, this is how you declare a string literal. When you are declaring a string literal, char ch 10 equals to, and you use double quotation. Okay, so in character we use single quotations and flower brackets and comma to separate. Okay, and string literal we use directly a double quotations. Again, the both the output will be same. Okay, so you may declare character array or string literal, the output will be same. Okay, so let us see how we can read and write strings. So how many ways we can read and write strings? We generally read and write strings by two ways. One, we use gets and puts, and the second one we use scanf and printf. So let us see first how we can read and write with the gets and puts. Okay, so get function enables the user to enter some character followed by entering key. All the characters entered by user get stored in the character array. What it means suppose when you are running your program, the cursor will ask to enter some characters. When you enter the characters, the gets will, what it will do, it will read and it will store in the variable. Okay, so let us show you a small example. See, here I have declared char a array. Okay, char a, that means string, and I use gets a. What a gets a will do, it will work like a scanf. Okay, it will work like a scanf and it will read the a value. Okay, now let us see how putc will do. Okay, so putc is used to print string. Okay, so it's only used for a string. Gets and puts will only use for a string. Okay, so this is how we declare puts. Okay, so char a is a, let us assume we have declared a char a, and I want to read puts by read a by using puts. Okay, so I have kept puts a. So let us see a small example so you can understand in depth how it will work. Okay, so this is a program here. See, enter the string. So my cursor is waiting for enter the string, so immediately I will write my name Arun Reddy. See, when I write Arun Reddy, the Arun Reddy name will be stored in the s. What is s? Again, character s30. I have given a string char s30. Okay, so the Arun Reddy will store in the s, and next you have, you can see you entered string is, so it will come to the next line. See what it is, your entered string is, what it is, Arun Reddy. Why it is giving Arun Reddy? Because I have kept puts. So puts, what it is doing, again it is giving the same output what you stored in the gets. Okay, so gets and puts are same like a printf and scanf. They work like a printf and scanf. Okay, so let us see next, reading and writing. Again we have scanf and printf. Scanf and printf are used for the all types of data types. Gets and puts only you we can use for the string, but scanf and printf we can use for all the data types. Okay, so specifically if you want string, what we use percentile s, yes, note. That's why I've given in the note percentile s is a format specifier for the string in the C language. So let us see what scanf it will do. It will read the characters which you enter. Okay, so again this is how we declare percentile scanf percentile s comma and a bracket, close the bracket, semicolon. Okay, so printf, again printf, what it will do, it will display the output. Okay, how we declare, see, printf percentile s comma a. So when you are only different between a scanf and printf, when you are declaring scanf you use and when you are printing in the printf you don't use and. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, so let us see a small program again. See, enter the string. So I am using this time scanf. Okay, so enter the string and you can see now you can see enter the string. What is happening, it is the cursor is waiting to enter my name. So when I enter my name, so let me enter my name. So immediately the Arun Reddy will be saved in the character s, sorry, string s. Okay, so after saving I want to print. Now I have used your enter string is percentile d. So percentile d, what it will do, it will represent the s. So whatever the s value, it will be print in the percentile d. So this is how we use printf. Okay, so let us see some string handling functions. So string handling function, there are different types of string handling function, but we are only considering 7 string handling functions. In this 7 string handling function, first one is a string length, second string copy, third string concatenate, fourth string compare, fifth string reverse, sixth string lower, seventh one string upper. Okay, let us see one by one. Right, okay, so first string length. So how a string length is why we use string length. String length is used to give the length of a string. Okay, so if I declare a string, automatically it will give the length of a string. Okay, so let us see, this is a syntax, and let us see a small example. See, string length ch. So ch is a string which I have declared and I am taking ch. Okay, so let us see a small program. You can see here what it has done. I have taken ch20 equals to Arun Reddy. So I have taken Arun Reddy. So how many characters we have in the Arun Reddy? What is the length of the Arun Reddy? ARUN are 4 words, space is 5, REDDY. So totally how many? We have 10. So what our printout will return? Length of a string is percentile d string length. So in string length ch, what it is? What will be the result? Result will be 10. So this is how we string length will give the answer. Okay, so let's see next one, string copy. Okay, string copy, what it have? String copy contains 2 strings. Okay, so first one will be the destination string and second one will be the source. That means the second one will be copied into the first one. Okay, so let us see a small example. See here, I have a string copy ch2 ch1. So ch2 is a destination, ch is a source. So whatever the value which will store in the ch will be copied into the ch2. Right, so let us see a small program. See, here I have taken ch and in ch I have taken Arun Reddy as a value. Immediately this Arun Reddy will be stored in the ch. Okay, so I have also taken another variable ch2. So what happens when I take ch2? I am using string copy. So what happens? String copy ch will be copied into the ch2. So what you saved in the ch we have saved the value as Arun Reddy. The same Arun Reddy will be copied into the ch2, and you can see print out value of second string is percentile d ch. So what it will print for ch? Again ch2, again the same. Ch and ch2 are contains the same. Okay, so what it contains, because the ch2 has the value, same value which is stored in the ch is copied into the ch2. Okay, so that's why source is copied into the destination, right? So when you print ch2 also, you can see Arun Reddy the same, because first string second string is value is copied into the first string, right? So this is how we can copy our string values. Okay, let us see next one, string concatenation. What do you mean by string concatenation? String concatenation will join 2 strings. Okay, so you can see there are two strings syntax, string 1, string 2. Example again, ch and ch2. So what it will do, it will join two values. Okay, ch and ch2 it will join. Let us see a small example. See, I have taken ch as a Arun Reddy and ch2 as a tech for you. Okay, so ch is Arun Reddy and ch2 is a tech for you. Now what I am doing, I am joining both. So I am printing printf value of first string is percentile s. Okay, so in this place of first string you can write anything. Okay, I've just written just like a first string is percentile s. Okay, so string cat, string cat is a shortcut we use. Okay, ch2, what happens, you can see what it printed, Arun Reddy tech for you. So it has joined the both string 1 and string 2. Suppose if I write ch2 comma ch, what happens, first tech for you will come, then Arun Reddy will come. Okay, so first tech for you will come, after that you will get Arun Reddy. Nice, right? So let us see next one. Okay, compare, string compare. What string compare will do, it will return 0 if both are equal. So both strings are equal, then it will return 0. If both strings are not equal, then it will return non-zero. Okay, other than 0 it will return the other integer values. Okay, so you can see the string syntax, string compare. In short, we will see string as cmp and string 1 comma string 2. Okay, let us see example again, string compare ch string 1, sorry, ch and ch2. Okay, let us see a small example, right? Okay, so what I have done, I have entered first, see it is asking enter to first string, so I have entered hello. It is asking again enter second string, I have entered hello. So why I have taken both same, because I want to see whether the output is what will get the output. Okay, so when I have entered same, so it will compare string 1 and string 2. So what happens, strcmp will become 0. So when string compare str1 and str2, this will become 0. 0 equal to 0, right? So condition satisfied. What it will print, strings are equal. So what it will print, strings are equal. Nice, right? Else, we have a else, but it will not go because condition is satisfied. Condition is satisfied, right? Now suppose, let us see another example. So let me take another example. This time what I will do, I will enter some different values. Okay, so see, now what I have done, I have entered hello and I have entered second string as welcome. So what happens, I have entered first string hello and second string welcome. So what it will do, it will go for a string compare. So it will compare string 1 and string 2. So what happens, now it will give other than 0. Okay, so when it is equal, then it will give 0, right? Other than 0 means 1 or 2 you will get. Okay, suppose -1 or 1 we will get. So 1 equal to 0, no, condition fails. So automatically what it will print, strings are not equal. So what it will print, strings are not equal. So this is how we use our string compare. So when both string 1 and string 2 are equal, then it will return 0 value, right? Next, we will go to the reverse string. So reverse string we generally written as a strrev. Okay, so string reverse. In this we will reverse our string. Okay, so let us see a small example. Okay, string reverse str. Okay, so a program. Okay, so what I have done here, I have entered my name Arun Reddy. So it is asking to enter my name. So I entered my name. Immediately it is printing my name. So you can see my name. And next, immediately str rev str means string reverse. So string reverse str. So what happens here? You can see my name. Now my name got reverse. YDDER space NURA. Nice, right? So this is how your string will reverse your name. Okay, nice. So let us see next example, string lower. String lower, what it will do, it will convert the string into lowercase. So let us see. Okay, so example, string lower str. Okay, small program. So here I have entered, it is asking please enter a string. So immediately I have entered. See, what I have done, I didn't give all the alphabets capital, but I have given only two alphabets. Arun, A is a capital in the Arun, and R is capital in Reddy. Okay, so string Arun Reddy. What happened? See, it has changed. The string is now it is in the lower case. Output is lower case. So what it has done? It has converted capital A into small, capital R into small r. Nice, right? So this is how your output will. Okay. So string lower, what it will do? It will decrease your, sorry, it will change the uppercase into lowercase. Okay. So let us see another example of, sorry, let us see next one, uppercase. Okay. So string uppercase, you can see str upr string name, and you can see example str upr str. Okay, right. Okay, you can see now. Again, this time I have entered all the name in lowercase. So enter string. Immediately I have entered my name. What it is done? String is, it has printed Arun Reddy, and after that upstring. So how it has converted? Upstring is, see, all my name letters are becoming capital. So it will convert all the alphabets into uppercase. Nice, right? So this is how uppercase will work. And coming to the, at last again, we'll see what are the string handling functions we have. Okay, so first one, string length. What it will do? It will return the length. String copy, what it will do? It will copy from source to the destination. So it will copy one string to another string. Okay, string cat, what it will do? String cat, what it will do? It will join first string with the second string. Okay, so first string and second string, just now we have taken example Arun Reddy take for you. Arun Reddy was string 1 and string 2 is take for you. It has joined. Okay, so string reverse, what it will do? It will, sorry, string compare is there. String compare, when when both strings are same, then it will return 0. Otherwise it will return other numbers. Okay, so string reverse, it will reverse the string. String lower, it will convert the upper case into lower case, and string upper will convert the lower case into uppercase. Nice, right? So friends, keep practicing. Thank you.